Over 4 million women look shapelier this year. You can too. How? Just cross your heart. See? You're suddenly shapelier. That's what this new Playtex cotton bra will do. It will cross your heart with stretch to lift and separate. You're suddenly shapelier. Over 4 million women wear this new cotton bra by Playtex. Cross your heart. You'll be suddenly shapelier too.
Most women wish a girdle made them firm and flatter here. A new firm and flatter Playtex Lycra girdle firms and flatters as no other girdle can. The exclusive V construction exercises two firming, flattering forces. These elastic V bands lift your tummy in. These elastic bands keep your waistline thin. You're firmer, you're flatter in the new Playtex girdle made with Lycra, firm and flatter.
A CBS News inquiry. The Warren Report continues. Here again is Walter Cronkite.
3 years ago, after we had studied for the first time the report of the Warren Commission, we summed up our feelings about it. In the end, we find confronting each other, we said, the liar, the misfit, the defector on the one hand, and 7 distinguished Americans on the other. And yet, exactly, be careful that we do not say too much. Oswald was never tried for any crime, and perhaps therefore there will forever be questions of substance and detail raised by amateur detectives, professional skeptics, and serious students as well. For the Warren Commission could not give Lee Harvey Oswald his day in court and the protection of our laws. Suspects are not tried by 7 distinguished Americans. Their cases are heard under law by 12 ordinary citizens. If it had not been for Jack Ruby's revolver in a basement of the Dallas police station, 12 such citizens would have heard the evidence, would have heard Oswald if he had chosen to speak. That jury would have represented our judgment, our conscience, and in the end would have spoken for us. Now we do not have reliance. We must depend on our own judgments and look into our own consciences. The Warren Commission cannot do that for us. We are the jury, all of us, in America and throughout the world. We found no reason to withdraw what we said then. But now we have studied the report again, this time with the benefit of 3 years of controversy, of all of these books, of our own investigations. We have found that wherever you look at the report closely and without preconceptions, you come away convinced that the story it tells is the best account we are ever likely to have of what happened that day in Dallas. We have found that most objections to the report, and certainly all objections that go to the heart of the report, vanish when they are exposed to the light of honest inquiry. It is a strange kind of tribute to the Warren Report that every objection that can be raised against it is to be found in the report itself. It is true that the answers to some questions leave us restless. The theory that a single bullet struck down both the president and the governor, for example, has too much of the long arm of coincidence about it for us to be entirely comfortable. But would we be more comfortable believing that a shot was fired by a second assassin who materialized out of thin air for the purpose, fired a shot, and then vanished again into thin air, leaving behind no trace of himself, his rifle, his bullet, or any other sign of existence? Measured against the alternatives, the Warren Commission report is the easiest to believe, and that is all the report claims. But we know also that there has been a loss of morale, a loss of confidence among the American people toward their own government and the men who serve it, and that is perhaps more wounding than the assassination itself. The damage that Lee Harvey Oswald did the United States of America, the country he first denounced and then appeared to re-embrace, did not end when the shots were fired from the Texas School Book Depository. The most grievous wounds persist, and there's little reason to believe that they will soon be healed. This is Walter Cronkite. Good night.
This has been the 4th and last of a series, a CBS News inquiry, The Warren Report. This broadcast has been produced under the supervision and control of CBS News.
The Steve Allen Comedy Hour will return next week at its regularly scheduled time on most of these stations. This is CBS.